Hey guys, what's going on? It is Ash here coming at you today in Clash of Clans. I am working on my lava walls here. Level 10 walls have started now on this account. You can see I'm kind of going, well, it's not really a 0.5 route, but I'm not upgrading my wizard towers or my archer towers or even my mortars to max yet. Instead, I'm just working on grinding out these walls, getting these all lava'd up, all my walls to max, and then I'll start working on my defenses, and then we'll decide if I should go to Town Hall 10. Here's the army I'm using to farm, and this is the army we'll be reviewing today. So guys, I have a confession to make for all of you right now, and I hope you don't hate me forever. I'm just trying to be honest with you guys, but here it is. I like wall farming. I like walls. I like farming walls. I like the grind. It must be back in my childhood when my favorite game of all time, by the way, is Dragon Warrior for Nintendo Entertainment System, the old 8-bit cartridge. You guys, some of you guys out there know what I'm talking about, but man, I love that game, and I would play that game until I beat it, and then I would play it some more, and then I would play it over again. I beat this game probably 10 times, and then I went on to play Dragon Warrior 2, 3, 4, and so on. But we're not here to talk about Dragon Warrior. That was a little digression to tell you why I love grinding things out. I just like it. I like it from my EverQuest days and even a little bit of World of Warcraft after that. But anyway, in Clash of Clans, I like grinding out walls, even though I know I'm not in the majority there. In fact, I kind of secretly want new walls for my main account because I'm 99% max, and I would like to work on something to farm on my main account. So you can see, by the way, the subject of today's video, you can see the army that I love using, especially when I'm not boosting and I'm at work, because that's where I am all day. Whenever I get a bathroom break or any kind of free time, I'm going to tell you all about the strategy that I love to use for golden elixir farming. You saw it right here. By the way, note that I didn't use all the spells there. If you don't have to use the spells, certainly don't use them because you are elixir farming. Elixir is just as valuable as gold is at this point when you're working on walls level 9 and above, so keep that in mind, obviously. So whether it's your Legos or your lavas, make sure you value that elixir very highly. So speaking of valuing elixir very highly, the only elixir troops that I choose to take into this army comp is the healers for the queen, because I start out with the queen walk. It is a super queen farming method. And then after that, I only bring 3 or 4 wizards and a few wall breakers just to crack through that perimeter wall. And the wizards essentially are creating one side of the funnel. Now, you might ask me, Ash, why don't you bring baby dragons? Those are solid for funnel making. And I do like baby dragons, especially in war attacks. But I'm farming here. Remember, that's the #1 thing here. You have to account for every single piece of elixir, or drop of elixir, I guess would be the correct terminology there. Every single drop of elixir that you use, you should know where it's going, and you shouldn't needlessly waste any elixir. So it's actually cheaper to cook up 3 or 4 wizards versus 2 baby dragons. You're actually about half the elixir cost. So you're making one side of your funnel for your Valkyries and whatever's in your clan castle and your Barbarian King. You're making one side of the funnel with your queen walk, with your super queen, the queen and the healers. And then what you do is the other side of the funnel will be, hopefully you have giants or something in the clan castle. I cook up 1 golem myself because I never know what I'm going to get in the clan castle. I hate farmers who are super picky on their clan castle requests, so I just put any ground troop and then I make it work. So I usually cook up 1 golem, and what I do is I use the queen walk or the super queen for one portion of the funnel, and then for the second area of the funnel, I'll deploy my golem, and then I'll deploy those wizards to create the other side of the funnel. You'll see it here in this replay. Here's my queen walk. I'll go in double speed because it's not that interesting to watch the queen slowly walk towards the south part of the base. But you can see here, you do want to remain cognizant of these air defenses too. You know that air defense on this very, very popular base, by the way. You know this air defense will eventually target these healers, so you have to be aware of that, this one right here. So what you're going to see in a second is I'm going to drop, I use my rage spell, by the way. My favorite spell comp is 1 jump, 2 heal for the Valkyries, 1 rage for the healers and the queen. Now, again, I don't use them all if I don't have to, but you can see it right here. I use my golem. I deploy the 3 wizards. The funnel is now created. I happen to have bowlers in the clan castle here. Obviously, when you're sending in those wall breakers, just be sure that the wizard tower is facing a different direction than the wall breakers. Don't make that noob mistake there and have all your wall breakers die. But even if that happens, you can, as long as the funnel is created properly, you can actually just deploy all those Valkyries and they'll bust through that wall in no time. And obviously, the perimeter of the base usually isn't too defensively dense, so you don't have to worry about those Valkyries dying. So here, you can see, it's as easy as this, really. I mean, obviously, the the bowlers do a real, the max bowlers do a real number on any Town Hall 9 base, and you can see that certainly in all my HB videos with the Healer Giant Healer bowler strategy in Clan Wars. Absolutely love it. So hey, all things being equal, I would love to have bowlers in my clan castle here if your clanmates are that giving and they have the max bowlers to donate to you. But anyway, you can see here, very, very easy. I'm not using all my spells if I don't have to. I probably could have actually gotten away with only using one rage spell and a jump spell there, but either way, I mean, you have to decide what the best method for you is. I know that I'm only going to be able to attack once an hour or once every 2 hours, so you know what? I'm not going to go ahead and nickel and dime myself. I just want to make sure I 3-star the base and get all the loot, right? I'm going to do a live attack here, by the way, as you can see. I should mention this right now. A lot of people ask me this, a very frequent question that I've never really covered actually in a video, but a lot of people ask, what is your minimum resources? And for me, it's 600,000. Well, here it is right now, 600,000 resources. So again, a very easy village here. The number one thing you want to look for when you decide to place your queen is obviously where she's going to be away from the expos. I'll place her over here in the south because that archer tower is upgrading. So she'll have pretty, not too many defenses targeting her. I think just the cannon and maybe an archer tower as she moves on here. But I shouldn't need the rage spell, I don't think, on my queen walk here. Now she has a cannon and an archer tower, but basically you want her to avoid the expos at all cost. If she gets targeted by an expo in more than 1 point defense, meaning a cannon or an archer tower, you're going to have to use that rage on the healers to keep her alive, but against a base like this, it really won't matter. So now that I have the queen doing her thing there, I know she's moving towards the west. I've deployed my golem, and look at that, I screwed up my wall breakers, and then I screwed them up again. Awesome, Ash. Great job there. It's not going to matter. It's a very, very easy base here, obviously. But obviously, in a perfect world, be much more careful on your wall breakers there. So the funnel has been created. Finally, these Valkyries will bust through this wall. I have bowlers again in the clan castle. By the way, the first replay, you saw the miners in the clan castle. They absolutely wrecked the Town Hall 9 base. That was a lot of fun. Miners are awesome at Town Hall 8 and 9. Oh my gosh. I've never seen them at Town Hall 7, but I can only imagine how devastating they must be. Let me know in the comments if you have seen them at Town Hall 6 or 7 or like really low town halls. I wonder how well they do down there. But anyway, as you can see, totally taking care of this base. I haven't used either of the hero abilities yet. All my Valkyries are still alive. I'm not going to even use the heal spells here. No need for them at all. And that's basically it, guys. I mean, the reason I have so many Valkyries is obviously it is a bit wasteful on Dark Elixir, but my goal here is to max out my walls. That's what I'm concentrating on. My queen is maxed out. My Barbarian King's level 24, so I will need to max him out eventually, so I will go back to Dark Elixir farming. By the way, if you missed my Dark Elixir P.E.K.K.A. farming, that is my absolute favorite Dark Elixir farming video. I also use Goblin Knife here and there if I want to boost, but primarily I do the same thing. I only attack maybe 6 times a day because, you know, I'm a busy guy. I work full time, and then I do YouTube as well, so I only attack maybe 5 or 6 times a day, and those are on my good days, you know, when I actually have my second device with me all day. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build an army that I know can 3-star any base, and then I'm more selective when I am searching for bases. So I make sure I find a base that has that 600,000 gold and elixir. That way I can, you know, net gain, obviously. And I love, by the way, I'm really liking the loot here in Crystal. Let me know, guys, where you're farming at right now. Maybe I'll go up or down based on your feedback, so I really appreciate the feedback. I don't farm nearly as much as I know a lot of my audience does, especially on my second account, and I am pushing with Ashlane, my main account right now. But anyway, guys, I think if you guys are interested in this, I think I'm going to dedicate a few videos to different farming methods again. It's been a few weeks at least since I brought you a lot of farming content, so let me know if that's something you'd like to see, and specifically what type of farming strategy you guys want to see out of my channel. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate each and every one of you. I know some of you have been with me close to 2 years, and I am so humbled, guys. And I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. Sounds corny, sounds cliche, but I really do mean it, guys. Thank you so much for everything. I really appreciate it, and as always, take care, guys.